chosen ones, empaths, before you even met the narcissist, right? Before you even come into contact with the narcissist, they were running tests on other possible suitors, right? They were running these tests on other suitors to see if these potential matches could provide all their emotional and physical needs, right? And financial needs in some cases. They were seeing if these possible suitors could provide that. There was plenty on their radar. But then they come across you, and you were different. You showed and exude traits that these other suitors didn't have, right? And they knew about you. They got a sense about you and a feeling that you're the right match. They done temperament checkers on you. They could tell you were caring. They done checks to see that you're empathetic. This is just their natural instincts. They don't have to think too much to run this test, to run these processes through their head. It's just like a natural inclination for them. And they're drawn to us because we display exactly what fits the criteria for the narcissist, right? So they targeted you for a reason. This wasn't by accident. This wasn't happened by chance that you lot got together and da-da-da-da-da. The way, you know, the whole story, like, you know, when you're with each other and then people are like, oh, how did you guys meet? And then you tell them the story of how you guys met and that whole thing, throw it out the window. Get rid of that. That whole story about how you guys met, you know, oh, we met when we was here and da-da-da-da-da-da. That whole story is trash. That whole story is lies. I'm not saying that was not what you believed, but it's not true, right? We were manipulated from day one. The narcissist saw us. They had plenty of other opportunities that they could have jumped to, right? Or they were even talking to people at the same time they were talking to us. You know, early days where you're just messaging back and forth, stuff like that. They were messaging other people and they chose us. They chose us for a reason. They made you the target for a reason, okay? It's because of who you are. It's because of what you possess. It's because of the traits that you possess, the care that you possess, the love that you possess, the empathy you possess. And I could go on and on and on and on, right? They saw this and it was like a gold mine for them. You know, they thought, I have struck gold when they first was with you. And, you know, when they get with us, they might praise us a bit, you know. They might not be able to contain it and they praise us and they're like, oh, I'm so glad I met you and, you know, I couldn't find anyone else like you. And they might say a few things and you might have some memory of that, of how they made it clear to you that you were special to them. But they did have other people on their radar, right? In my situation, I remember one day, very early on, the narcissist accused me of stealing their phone. They said, did you steal my phone? And I said, what? They were like, oh, it must be my brother. My brother must have stolen my phone. And this was the early days, right? But anyway, they got a new number. So I had their new number. They were using their mum's phone for a little bit. Then they got their new number. And what I realized happened was there was lists of supplies that they had on this other mobile device. And they totally just binned that phone. They just binned that line. They just got rid of that line. And I've only realized this, you know, afterwards. there was other people that they were courting. There was other people that they was speaking to. And rather than, you know, telling each and every single one of those people, okay, I'm in a relationship now, da 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 da. Maybe they didn't even lose the phone as I'm speaking now. Maybe that was just a lie and they just hid the phone, right? And they just made out this whole thing, for this whole escapade for them to change their number for me. Maybe they're using that phone now. Who knows, right? But what I'm saying is there was other people in the picture, many other people in the picture, and they happened to pick you. You need to realize they didn't pick you because you're a pushover. They didn't pick you because they could walk all over you. They picked you because you care and you love hard and you have empathy. These checks that they done, it could have been something small, like you done for them, like you opened a door, or they dropped something and you picked it up for them. Something small like that, right, will tell the narcissist what type of character you are. Because if you don't give two shits about them, right, you ain't gonna hold open that door, you ain't gonna pick up that thing. So when they see you do these small gestures at the very beginning, it's all they need for it to be a done deal. It's all they need. They know they can exploit more and more and more out of you. They know they can take and take and take from you as a source of supply. So this was not by accident. This whole story about how you guys met, if you've still got that in your brain, oh, we met and we had this in common and this, you need to eliminate that from your psyche, eliminate it from your mind like a lobotomy, cut it out. It wasn't that. They come across you and they felt like they struck gold. They mirrored you. They done temperament checkers on you. And they figured you out that you're a high source of supply. So they picked you as their suitor and you were the match. You were the person that was going to provide all their emotional, physical, and in some cases financial needs. That's who you were going to be. And they would make sure of it. So here comes the love bomb. So they love bombed you hard. They got you addicted. You know? And that is the story of why they targeted you. You know? They knew what you was about. They sussed you out. It's not that you're easily readable. It's just because you're a genuine, honest, true, loyal person that wasn't playing any games. You wasn't playing any manipulation tactics. You was just plain old you. Just being real. Keeping it real. Keeping it 100. You know? And for them, that's a gold mine. You know? They were jealous. They were jealous and thought they might lose you. That's why they were very insecure about you. They were very insecure about other people being around you. They felt jealous if you done these acts of kindness to strangers, or they were worried that someone else like them will come along. That's what they fear a lot. That's what they fear a lot. But I can probably go into that in another video. They are very insecure. But just remember this journey that you thought you had, this relationship that you thought how you think it started, it wasn't true. So, you know, once you realize that, you realize the foundations of the relationship were built on nothing. They were built on pure manipulation from one side. They were built on someone who was targeting you. You know? They they really done a number on us. They know what they are inside themselves. So they done the love bomb, they done the devaluation, you cut them off, they done discard. But as I've made in another video about how we turn them into monsters, if you want to check that out, you know, we inflate. They become so accustomed to being with someone good, they believe they deserve more and they can get more, and they don't get more. You've got to realize you were the last one left. After you, they don't find people like you. They took you for granted. They took your kindness, your care, your love, your empathy. They took it all for granted. They didn't appreciate none of it. Forget the so-called nice words that they uttered. They didn't care. They didn't appreciate you. And it's only when they lose you, and it's only when they go on with their lives separate without you, that they fully start to understand what they didn't appreciate. And they start to go into regret. And this is when we get the hoovers. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.